Hey everyone, Omar Santana-Gomez, he, him pronouns, here with you with another installment of our Equity in Session video series. And before I get started, going off script, and I'm going to be going off script a couple of times as it turns out, just want to give a shout out. As you might have noticed, our background has changed for our videos, and the office itself has gone through some rebranding. So just want to do a quick shout out for the logo, which is kind of like what this looks like right up here. Just kind of a little teaser, but please go to our website and check out how our website is changing with our new branding. But anyway, back to this. So this is our last video. We are going to share insights on the end of session, how some legislation and budget decisions will affect our office, and we will be joined later by iisaaksiichaa Braine, our office's tribal relations liaison, to give some remarks on the late Senator McCoy. So here we are. We have made it to the end of session. Session ended March 7th in what is known as sine die. I had to look this one up. I might know my Spanish, pero I'm very rusty in Latin. Honestly, don't know Latin. So sine die literally stands for without a day. And in our case for legislation, adjournment without another day of session scheduled. And so in our state constitution, the last day allowed for regular session. So what did the last week look like? Well, up until the cutoff on March 1st, which was the 54th day of session at 5 p.m., each chamber was able to pass bills as amended or not amended from the opposite chamber. After that deadline, we switched gears into initiatives, which I gave a brief explanation on the process in our previous videos, and budgets. So it was initiatives and budgets. As I had mentioned, the House, Senate, and Governor's office each had their versions of a budget. The governor had released his proposed budget back in December. The Senate released their proposal on February 17th, and the Senate releasing theirs on February 18th. And at that point, all three groups worked to consolidate the three into one agreed upon budget. And honestly, just now, totally just had a Captain Planet moment. With your powers combined, we have an agreed upon budget, which that doesn't roll off the tongue as well, but you get what I mean. And dang, definitely just dated myself. Hopefully someone gets the reference. Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled program. All that to say, the budget negotiations were underway in the final weeks of session. Finally, on March 6th, the budget was released, but I'll let Patrick unpack some of those decisions for us. But with that, I will catch you at the end of the video for a quick send-off and an ask for you all. With that, take it away, Patrick and iisaaksiichaa.
Thanks, Omar. Hey, everyone. It's Patrick Stickney, he, him pronouns, to wrap up our session updates for the year. When we filmed our last video, it was uncertain whether House Bill 2230, the Economic Security for All Grant Program, Senate Bill 5955 regarding equity in large port districts, or Senate Bill 5462 promoting inclusive learning standards and instructional materials would make it through the process. Since then, we're able to say that all of these bills have passed the legislature and are waiting for action by the governor. We'll include a link in the video description where you can find out about the bills the governor has signed and other bill action he has taken. Also coming out of session was positive budget news for the Office of Equity. This year, the House and the Senate agreed to budgets that funded 2 positions in our Access and Accessibility team, and they also corrected a technical concern from the last transportation budget that prevented the office from accessing certain funds related to its equity work with the Washington State Patrol. We are thrilled for these developments in the budget and appreciative of the legislature's support of the office's work. Now, before I pass it over to iisaaksiichaa, I wanted to highlight a number of bills that he let us know were also important to local tribal nations this session. Those bills were House Bill 1228, building a multilingual, multiliterate Washington through dual and tribal language education, House Bill 1332, supporting public school instruction in tribal sovereignty and federally recognized Indian tribes, House Bill 1956, addressing fentanyl and other substance use prevention education, which was legislation requested by the governor, House Bill 2335, concerning state tribal education compacts, and House Bill 2236, expanding and strengthening career and technical education Core Plus programs. Except for House Bill 1332, all of these bills passed the legislature. Now to iisaaksiichaa for his reflections regarding the late Senator John McCoy and Senator McCoy's legacy.
Good day, everyone, and thank you for taking the time to be with us today. My name is iisaaksiichaa Ross Braine, and it is my honor to reflect on a figure who was much more than a political leader. Senator McCoy was a teacher, a mentor, and a visionary whose advocacy for tribal and indigenous histories and cultures has left a permanent mark on education in Washington State. My journey intersected with Senator McCoy's legacy when I witnessed the passage of House Bill 1495, a bill he championed, which laid the foundation for the transformative since time immemorial curriculum. It wasn't just a legislative success, it was a milestone in our pursuit of a more inclusive and understanding society. The curriculum, a testament to Senator McCoy's vision, educates students about tribal sovereignty, cultures, and histories. It's not just about teaching or learning, it's about bridging divides and fostering respect across communities. The passage of House Bill 1839, which renames the curriculum in honor of Senator McCoy, profoundly recognizes his contributions. It's a celebration of a legacy that transcends educational materials, embodying the spirit of inclusivity, respect, and a shared journey toward understanding. Each person who had the privilege of meeting Senator McCoy carries a unique memory of him, reflecting his remarkable ability to be both visionary and deeply compassionate. He taught us the importance of education as a bridge between cultures. By embedding his name and spirit into this curriculum, we ensure his and all our ancestral teachings continue to inspire and guide future generations. Thank you, Senator McCoy, for your enduring legacy and for showing us the transformative power of education.
Thank you, iisaaksiichaa, for those kind and powerful words about Senator McCoy. I wanted to thank you all for joining us on this journey, and we look forward to seeing you again next session. This session was our first time rolling out this video series, so look out for some changes as we learn and grow. I also want to invite you to complete a survey so that we can learn and grow together. We want to know how these videos went for you. Were they helpful, accessible? What did you like, and what could we do better? You'll find a link in the video notes and at the end of this video after we go through credits. We wanted to take time to thank everyone who helped make these videos happen. We couldn't have done it without you. Thank you again for spending your time with us, and we'll see you next year.